Welcome to Showcase Nebraska Summer Fun Edition. My name is Christina Dant and I am coming to you from the Shaper's Kitchen. Today we have such a fun episode for you to enjoy. Personally, I had such a great time checking out these gems that I had never even been to, being a Lincoln liver. First off, we have Robber's Cave. This is a beautiful cave underground, literally right across the street from KLKN TV. An adventure that you will never forget and something you don't want to pass up. Right above it is Yes Chef. They do events from weddings to graduation parties to holiday adventures. The food is divine and they can make any event spectacular for you. Moral Hall. Oh my gosh, I had to rip myself out of there, walking around, checking out all the dinosaurs. Things were interactive. It is a blast. We've got Hungry Husker, the legendary Red Rooster. We got lucky enough to get in. It's a heck of a challenge to get yourself a reservation. And then we're gonna wrap up with Team 402 Soccer. Get ready to live. We are taking you to a mini tour of Robber's Cave, where I had mentioned I had to rip my daughter out of there. We had such a great time. Afterwards, we're gonna take you upstairs to Yes Chef, where you can explore all the ideas of any event that you might want to have. Hope you enjoy, and I cannot wait for you and your friends to get to experience it all for yourself. Welcome to Robber's Cave. My name's Christina Dant. I am here with Joel. And to be honest with all of you, I don't know if I've been this excited for an interview or a location of an interview. So Joel, where are we?
Robber's Cave in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is one of the coolest spots in the state, believe it or not. It was the last year, 2022, outstanding tourism destination for the whole state, but it is mostly people from other countries and other states.
Really? How did I not know that this is here? I mean, we're in a real cave. Even when we walk down here, I'm like, is this real? Is
Honestly,
it real? Like,
I do. I answer this question all day.
Okay.
I grew up 3 blocks from here. I've never heard of this.
Yes.
And I go, easy. You hung out with a respectable crew. There used to be a spooky house on top, and it was open from 1908 all the way to the 70s, and then for a little while in the 80s. But I mean, this is a very strange cave. It's a part of Atlas Obscura, and that's a New York Times bestseller. And that cataloged all the strangest places. Not in the country, the world.
Really?
Robber's Cave is in it. If you try to take one of my tours on a Saturday, it's kind of a pain. I book up 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. weeks in advance.
So this is like
Tours have been
it's
going
open?
every day for 8 years.
Okay, just so you guys know, Channel 8 is literally across the street. I mean, like you could probably hit a golf ball. So for me to not have been able to, take a tour or take part in this, I'm like mind blown.
Well, yeah, most caves in America are limestone, and you learn about stalactites, stalagmites. This is totally different. This is all sand. Anything that ever happened in here is stuck in the walls. Every single inch of this cave is covered with 150 years of activity. From the 1860s all the way to 2015 when the building was built. I wrote the book out of sheer frustration. I'm like, why isn't this open?
So you literally wrote a book about this space.
I did. Started it back in 2005.
Okay.
It came out in 2018 and it won a Nebraska Book Award in 2019.
And is the book upstairs for sale?
Yeah, it's on its 23rd printing.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And you just referenced the sand. So I don't know if you guys can see, we are standing in sand and we walked in. I thought for sure it was something that you guys had placed and put down.
No,
so
this
you're
is
telling
all
me
natural.
This is all natural. Makes it even cooler.
It's all natural. It's Dakota sandstone.
So when we walked in, you had joked with my daughter who I brought along that she could do a birthday party here?
Yeah, now tours can be a lot of things. There's been music videos shot in here. There's been movie scenes shot in here. I do photo shoots. Nebraska's football team came, shot all the tunnel walk in here 3 years ago. Last year had the volleyball come down, did their intro. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with a space like this. But the tours are every day, year round.
Every single day. And to schedule a tour, you do
I'm
it
a
online?
teacher at Irving Middle School. I'm going on my 18th year, so during the week, the tours are 3:30 to 10.
All right.
On the weekends, they're 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., but they book up really
You're a
fast.
very busy guy.
Yes,
very, very busy
the
guy.
tours have gone like this over the past 8 years.
And when we do a tour, how many people can we get?
I can bring up to 30.
All right.
I'll do a tour anywhere from 1 to 30. It doesn't matter to me. I wasn't the type to break in back in the day, so to be able to show it to people is just really fun.
Oh, well, that's what I hear, that back in the early 2000s, kids would come down here and have their little parties. So it'd be fun to be...
Anytime after 89. they did that.
89, okay. Well, again, I know you said that we can sign up online, but we just let our viewers know how to, what website or...
Yeah, to book a tour, you just call, text, or email me. Let me know how many in your party and what day you want to visit. And the website's robberscavetours.com. That's where my contact info is, and I can
Awesome.
get you booked.
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, thanks for having me down here.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
My name is Christina Dant, and I'm here with Brandon with Yes Chef, and we're at Robber's Cave. All right, I didn't even know this place was here. Can you fill me in on just what is going on?
So we're here at Robbers Cave, which is in Lincoln, and you're standing at a place that used to be a brewery back in the day. It was a brewery restaurant, but the cave has always been here. Now, I can't speak a ton about the cave because you're going to meet Joel later, and Joel knows way more about the cave than I do. But when the brewery went down, we were approached to come and sort of operate it. And we were like, let's turn it into an event center, because we saw that Lincoln needed more event space. Because, as a catering company, before we had the event space, we always had people calling us being like, do you know where we can have an event? Do you know who can do it? Are you guys busy enough? And things like that. So we knew that there was definitely a demand for an event space. So we started construction pre-pandemic, slowed down during the pandemic, and then we opened up right after the pandemic. So we've been doing events here ever since things kind of opened up.
Well, so even driving in today, I feel like it's a hidden little gem. Like, I didn't realize. And then walking in, it's just beautiful. You can tell that you've redone everything inside. Is this something that people can pop in and have a drink, or is it just scheduled events?
Just scheduled events. We do in December do a miracle pop-up bar that is reservation only, so it's easier to kind of get and see the space, but you can make appointments to have viewings anytime. Plus, if you do a cave tour, you're welcome to grab a beer before you head down into the cave and things like that. So there's plenty of ways to get access to the space, but we do have a lot of beautiful rooms here that serve a lot of different purposes between corporate and family celebrations and weddings.
Okay, so weddings. That was going to be my next question. How many people could we get here for a wedding?
The building itself, don't tell the fire inspector. We can hit, probably about 425 to 500 people throughout the building.
Okay.
All the spaces aren't exactly connected, so sometimes that's a drawback. But we do have a lot of ways where you can get married outside, have cocktails up here, and then move downstairs for dinner. So you can do a lot of different flowy ways for your different event and do different avenues to make things kind of fun and special, including cave tours.
So if somebody wants to customize, say, a menu for a graduation party or a wedding, how would you go about doing that?
Honestly, it's easy. All you have to do is ask. Of recent memory, one of the most unique things we've done close to recent memory is actually for the Lead Center. They did a fundraiser over there, but they wanted it Mean Girls themed. So we did like cafeteria lunch food elevated, and they served it on like the school lunch trays. So there's nothing that we're not willing to wrap our brain around and try and make happen. So whatever kind of theme or vision that you have, as long as you voice it to us, we'll find a way.
Okay, I love that. Perfect answer. Yeah. So something like a pop-up, how would we look into Yes Chef to find out if there is a pop-up or if the Christmas one's coming back?
Just pay attention to the socials, because
Okay.
once we do set our dates and reservations go live, they're going to go quick.
Awesome.
So
All right.
make sure you're paying attention.
If we want to make an event, or how do we find you? Where do we sign up?
YesChefCateringCo.com is a great place to go. RobbersCaveLincoln.com is also a place where you can go there. And if you Google either one, we should pop up first. And there's a contact thing there. There's phone numbers, there's emails, and our staff's really good at getting back to people right away.
Wonderful. Well, Brandon, thank you very much.
You're very
and
welcome.
Thank you for bringing this to Lincoln.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Up next, we have Moral Hall, where you have every dinosaur adventure you could want to explore. There's interactive touching tables. You can see all of the renovations. There's a planetarium that was one of my favorites. And you can bring the whole family and just get out of the heat. Stay tuned and enjoy. here with Caroline at Morrill Hall. Now, I've never been here before, and I did not realize how cool this space is.
Yes, we're really excited. We just reopened after
Okay.
a massive renovation. The biggest renovation in our building's 97-year history.
Well, it's apparent. It looks beautiful inside.
Right? So many new lights, new carpet, but more exciting new exhibits.
Okay,
that we
tell
have.
us.
So we have two brand new ones on our first floor.
All right.
Our first one is Photo Arc. We have the new permanent home for Photo Arc. Native Nebraskan Joel Sartori worked with National Geographic, photographed threatened and endangered species all over the world. So you can come and see video, learn about how he did his work, see photos of these amazing creatures,
Okay.
and learn more about why they're losing their habitat around the globe.
That's awesome. That's incredible that you guys have incorporated, that into the museum. And I know there's something else exciting right next door.
Yes, so right next to that is our exhibit about Elizabeth Dolan. We had a fan who actually called her the most famous Nebraskan nobody's ever heard of. She's a really famous frescoist artist from the 20s and 30s, and everybody who's been to Morrill Hall in the past and remembers all of the beautiful murals behind a lot of our fossils, she's actually the Nebraska artist that did all of that artwork.
Very impressive. I can't wait to check that one out actually after this. All right, so let's move on up. We're on the second floor now.
Fourth floor.
Fourth floor.
There are 4 floors to explore.
Okay.
Third floor is technically still being constructed, but will be open very soon. We're excited for that one as
Okay.
well. Fourth floor is our Cherish Nebraska. All hands-on, digital, interactive. They can watch our researchers work on actual specimens in the visible lab, open drawers, dig out fossils, look at them under microscopes themselves. But everything up here is about Nebraska.
I love that. And the technology up here. I mean, even this guy behind us watching
Yes.
the kids play, I can't believe how interactive everything is.
For us, the whole goal is to make science approachable, science exciting. We want kids to really stimulate the curiosity, and those of us who are maybe not children, but still children at heart.
As I'm like playing with this in between takes, I'm like, wait, show me how does this work? How does this work? You've got your kiddos even running around today and
Yes.
watching them opening drawers. I mean, they know what to do. They know what they're looking at. So is there any age limit for the fun
There
you
is
can have?
no age limit. We accept family, kids of all ages, and even if you don't have family, bring a friend. We welcome everybody here.
Perfect. And then there are summer camps that you were saying that there's still
Yes.
space.
We still have space at our summer camps, which is exciting. Grades K through 8, everything from water, fossils, space, anthropology, art in science, because those two go really well together. So yes, definitely check those out. And the brand new equipment in our planetarium. So if you wanted to explore the starry skies without Nebraska's 100-degree weather, the Morrill Hall Planetarium here is a great one to visit.
Okay, so with going back quickly to the camp, is it full day camp, half day camp?
We have 2-day camp options,
Okay.
half-day camp options, and full-day, full-week camp options.
So parents can pick and choose what fits best
anything
into
that's going
their
to fit
schedule.
best for the parents' lifestyle.
Okay, now jumping into the planetarium because that really strikes my fancy. Is that open all the time? Do you?
So we're running shows right now, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays.
Okay.
And we'd run different shows each month, so great things to come back for. And we have shows that are targeted for younger audiences and older audiences, and all of that's on our website. So they can find out and even get previews and trailers. So they say, do I want to see this one or not?
And do you sign up before in advance? Do you get tickets to come to the museum
You
in
can
advance?
get tickets in advance or at the door. And then the planetarium tickets just purchased at the door. Again, super easy. Our staff are always happy to help everyone.
Everyone's been so helpful, just even getting me to you throughout the day. You had mentioned lastly that there were different ways for just so everyone could afford to get in.
Right, so we are very proud to be a member of Museums for All because we think everybody should have access to science. Everybody should have that chance to explore and learn.
Agreed.
So for us, we do $1 admission for anyone who has a SNAP, WIC, or EBT.
That's incredible.
And then we are also a Blue Star Museum. So for a chunk of the summer, active duty military and their families can also get in free.
Well, I am excited to bring my family out. Thank you for sharing all of this information. I'm going to play around a little bit more before I leave, but this has been
Definitely.
great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we have the Hungry Husker bringing you legendary Red Rooster, where you can have the most delicious fried chicken because nothing says summer like fried chicken. And then we're going to tell you all about 402 Development Academy, where they have club sports in Lincoln supporting children right here in Lincoln. All ages. Stay tuned.
Welcome, Hungry Huskers. Welcome to the Red Rooster in downtown Ceresco. My name is Ron Tegmeyer. I operate it. I've been here for about a year and a half, going on 2 years. I operate a full-fledged restaurant with homemade food, specializing in my chicken. My chicken is a very big pride. Dwayne and Florence Wilkinson operated the Red Rooster on South Street for many, many years. Their family graciously gifted me the recipe, showed me how to cook it, showed me how to cut it. Our special guest today is Tony, along with my chef Dylan, and we're going to be making some chicken and onion rings for you all today.
So Chef Dylan, what do we have to do to make this famous chicken?
It's really not that complicated to make magic. All you gotta do is grab your chicken, you put it into our homemade egg wash. You wanna shake it off just a little bit, because otherwise you get your flour clumpy. Roll it around in there, shake it off again, put it back down into the egg wash, come back over.
Okay.
Shake, shake, flour.
Oh. Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, and put them
Okay.
in the fryer.
In a different one, or
Nope, the same one will be fine.
all right.
Good job.
There you go.
Now, Dylan, would you make a few onion rings to go with our dinner today?
Absolutely.
Probably the second best seller compared to chicken. We use fresh onions. We go through about 2 bags a week at least of onion rings. Fresh, homemade, everyone's made to order. We can't cook anything in advance, so it is made to order, but we've gotten pretty rapid at it nowadays. It's going to double batter it just like we do the chicken and put it in the fryers.
And how long do the onion rings take to cook?
They take about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
The chicken takes 15.
Okay. So do you recommend having the onion rings as your starter?
We don't serve a salad with our dinners because everybody orders onion rings. Everybody orders onion rings. So we've ended up putting green beans on the plate so they get a vegetable, but everybody orders onion rings.
Those
We
look
sell
amazing.
a tremendous amount, and they really are good. One of the tricks or one of the favorites of my restaurant is I have homemade pies. It's served in a cooler, which is right behind me. It's an 89 or 90-year-old cooler. Ironically, the pie baker I have is from Beatrice, Nebraska. She's baked with me for several years. She's 89 years old. She bakes 25 pies a week. Today I'm cutting a coconut cream for the girls.
Two-piece white onion rings for you. Two-piece dark onion rings for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan, and my assistant chef over here. Thank you so much for coming today. I
course.
appreciate it. Enjoy your chicken, enjoy your cream pie, and thank you for shopping Ceresco. We are located on Main Street of Ceresco, right across from Ernie's, so you can get chicken and couches all in one run.
Hi, Mom. I gotta get back to work.
Thank you for joining us. I am here with Sarah and Wad with Team 402. Sarah, tell us a little bit about what is Team 402?
Yeah, Team 402 is a nonprofit charity. It's a business model for youth sports management. And so we have a youth soccer club right now we're running called 402 Development Academy. We're very interested in giving back to the community and growing soccer here for Lincoln. We do that through work with kids. We have about 500 athletes coming in this year and 25 coaches.
That's huge. All right, we've got Wad, who is a soccer icon here in Lincoln. Wad, what gave you this vision of Team 402?
It was really a lot of kids going out, having to drive an hour to play soccer and have opportunities because there's really nothing for them in Lincoln. They felt like they needed to go and they had to go, and I've been coaching here for a while, that they had no choice here. There's no good options here just to play on a good team, and a lot of them don't want to go, and it's expensive, and they shouldn't need to travel 3-4 times a week just to go train in Omaha. And so that was a big part of it, is how can we get Lincoln its own club, because there was no club. And if you look at the high school scene, Lincoln has so much talent here, and so that's when the idea of 402 kind of came about. I knew we needed a place to train, so my biggest thing was, can we provide the best training environment in the state for our players here in Lincoln? And so for that, I felt like we really need a place, and we've accomplished that now with Speedway Sports Complex. And that was kind of my mission. I've been here in Lincoln for like 23, 24 years now, so like Lincoln is my passion. And seeing all those players having to go somewhere else to have just an opportunity to play on like competitive teams was hurting me, and so I came here. And so now 402 DA is kind of my passion, offering opportunities to all sorts of kids. I'm a refugee, and we have a refugee program, back home. When I was a kid, when I came here, I had no opportunities to play soccer, no place to play. I got kicked out of places playing, but I would still play 5-6 hours a day, and there's a lot of refugees in the same situation as me. And I know I was shouting from a mountaintop just to get an opportunity, and I never had it. And I didn't play club soccer or any organized soccer till high school, like my junior year in high school, basically. And so now we're trying to offer that to a lot of these refugees, because Lincoln is a pretty big place for that. So on top of all our competitive teams, we're also trying to include all these kids who can't afford it. We've already helped so many kids out in the 3-4 years we've been around, and we're looking to do more of that.
I think one of the things to build on that, Wad, we know that kids want to play for their community.
Right.
They want to play in Lincoln for Lincoln. They don't want to have to travel to play. And so part of the beauty of this is that what Wad just said, we're providing the best training environment in the state here. They don't have to travel, and that helps our refugee population too. When we chose this facility as home, part of the reason was that the trail system in Lincoln leads here. And you can get on a bike and get here from anywhere in the city. And so we've eliminated the transportation barrier that a lot of kids experience, even in high school still.
Okay, for all of our families out there, how do they get involved?
Yeah, 402 Development Academy is for anyone who wants to play soccer. All levels of athletes in the city of Lincoln and even outside of Lincoln are welcome. You can find us online, you can find us on social media, and you can call Wad.
Perfect. Well, all the information's right there for you at the bottom of the screen. Thank you guys for having us out, and what a great community.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
The preceding segment was brought to you by these sponsors: